I'm just making sure it's recording. Oh yeah, it is. Fantastic. How are we all doing, guys? God, my fingers look so long. So yeah, I'm just gonna jump right into it. I don't usually do videos for Instagram or anything because I just don't like doing videos. I do like the live videos sometimes, or I'll record something funny. But in terms of like serious stuff, I don't really do it. Basically, the reason I'm doing this video is because it's Mental Health Awareness Week, and more than ever, I felt like I needed to share my story. Well, not the full story, but bits of my story, because I'd be here all day. To be honest, if I'm going to be completely honest with you, I actually didn't realise Mental Health Awareness Week fell on the week of the anniversary that my dad's death. Basically, which is this Thursday. You know, it's never an easy time. Like, literally. And I didn't realise that it was Mental Health Awareness Week, and it just clicked to me then, and I was thinking, this is the perfect time for me to put a video out, because, you know, it's the week of it and stuff, and the anniversary's on Thursday. Basically, a lot of people probably know, who knew me from growing up, in school, like school friends, college friends probably know. Like, a lot of people who were close to me basically knew, when I was 12, basically first year of senior school, my dad took his own life, and it was the hardest thing I've ever had to witness, like, well, not witness, but go through, because, like, it was hard for me to adjust, and we all deal with things differently. Like, my way of grieving at that time was, I just laughed about it. I just thought, well, this is a joke, like, this can't be happening right now, do you know what I'm saying? And I never understood mental health. Like, I didn't understand what it was until after that moment. My life changed forever. And from 12 years of age, I always had anxiety since that. And it was like I didn't know what it was at first, because I experienced it the first time when I was on holiday somewhere. And it was me basically having this feeling inside me of wanting to get out of this place I was in. And I was really confused, like, what was going on? I was getting all hot. I felt really sweaty on my palms. I wanted to be sick. My heart was racing, and I said to my mum, I said, what's going on? And she said, you're all right. And I thought I was dying. It was the worst feeling I've ever experienced in my life. I just thought this was it. This was the end. I'm going to die. And I went to the doctors. I went for all tests on my chest and stuff. And he said, there's nothing wrong with you. And I said, well, something's wrong, because I don't feel well. I don't feel myself, like, I'm panicking. And he said to me, you've got anxiety. And I said, what's anxiety? And he said to me, how long have you had this feeling for? And I said, well, to be honest, it's only started since my dad passed away. And he said, this is very, very common. When you've been through, like, a traumatic event or something, it can happen. So I knew what anxiety was then, and I kind of had it since I was 12 up until, I've always had it since that age, to be honest. But as I got older, like my 20s, I started to get it worse, because I started to realise stuff that I'd been through, and I think I just shook it off a bit when I was a teenager. I just got on with it and didn't really speak about how I was feeling until, like, my 20s. I really hit a low point, and I said, you know, this is not normal. I need help. So and I spoke to my mum about it, and I went to doctors and stuff, and they said to me, like, try therapy, da. I tried therapy. I've been to a lot of counselling sessions. It does help. But for me in particular, I felt like it wasn't everything. It wasn't helping me completely. So I did go on medication. I've been on medication since I was like 20. And, you know, it's nothing to be ashamed of. Like, why would you be ashamed of it? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, you wouldn't say to somebody who's got a sore belly or a sore head or something, or why are you taking a paracetamol to get rid of the pain? It's an illness. Do you know what I'm saying? It's not something that should be taken lightly. It is as serious as anything else out there that's an illness, and this is the stigma around it. And I want to put a bit of my story out there, because I don't want people, well, to be honest, I want to kind of help people who have been in similar situations, who don't know what to do, like, what the feelings are, and do you know what, it's completely normal to feel like that, because we don't always have the answers. Do you know what I'm saying? It takes time. It's a process. Like, we have to start at the beginning, and we have to find what's right for us, and we have to just keep thinking to ourselves, it will be okay, and it's okay not to be okay as well. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, not everybody can be okay, and for people who've never experienced mental health, I say to you, you're very lucky, because for me, it is one of the most isolating feelings in the whole world, and it needs to be spoken about more, and this is the time, I think, that we can do something about it. So if you feel like me, and you can share your story to help other people, that would be absolutely fantastic. If you don't feel like you can do that yet, that's completely fine as well. Just be there for people who have got mental health problems. You know what I'm saying? Just don't, like, say to them, like, don't make them feel like isolated, because it's isolating enough. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I lost a lot of friends through mine because I was constantly not being able to go out because of panic disorder, and I was letting them down. And that's fine, because not everyone's going to understand your journey. No one's going to understand what you're feeling. But the people I do have around are the ones that I need in my life, because they understand what I can be like. And it's not one of them things you can just plan out. Sometimes it can just hit you out of the blue, and you don't know where it's come from. Do you know what I'm saying? So just be there for people who do have it, and listen to them. Have a cup of tea, have a coffee, read a book with them. Anything that they enjoy doing, just take the time out to do, because there's seriously nothing worse than being isolated and feeling like you're on your own. But the truth of the story is, you're never on your own, because there's always going to be somebody to listen. Always, at least one person out there is going to listen to your story, is going to listen to what you're feeling. So express it, let it out, and the feeling when you let that out is like a release that's been building up inside you. I held this feeling on for so long, not understanding what it was, and then when I was in my 20s, it all made sense to what was going on. Like, I was suffering with anxiety and depression, and it all made sense in the end, the way I was acting, the way I was feeling. You know what I'm saying? So, and my way of getting on with things is, sometimes if I'm having a bit of a low day, or I just can't be bothered, and I'm like, oh, I don't know what to do, I don't want to get out of bed, I'll like read a book or something, like an inspirational book, or or watch an inspirational film. Or music's my life. Everyone knows that I sing, DJ, stuff like that. But as I say, also the anxiety has stopped me from doing stuff like that in the past. Like, I've not been able to do things that I've wanted to do because that's got in the way. But I still try my best, and I'm still not giving up on it. Because if you've got a dream, you've got to keep going. You believe in yourself. So I am. That's my way of coping sometimes when I don't feel too good. So I think pardon me, that wasn't something I wanted to do on camera. I think we've all got different stories. So yeah, I just wanted to put this video out there because I wanted to express exactly I wanted to put my story out there because I felt like I wanted to and I needed to, and I wanted to help other people. And yeah, you're never on your own. You're never ever ever on your own. And I just say bless you all, love to you all, love and light, and I hope you're having an amazing week. I hope you speak to somebody today if you are struggling, a friend, family, anybody,